it's a big show.
I know you ain't think I was gonna pull up like that. Not like that.
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
Biggie.
This goes out to you. This goes out to you and you and you and you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you and you and you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the Biggz Show. How y'all doing today? Y'all gonna have to pardon my voice. I'm in California today. Yeah, it's a lituation. I'm in California in Big Bear Lake, California. That's on Big Bear Mountain. And today is the 16th. Today is the 16th, and there have been wildfires out here in Northern California for a while. And I've been here for a couple of days inhaling the smoke that's in the air, the smoke that's in the air. And, you know, it kind of twisted up my voice. But as in, the show shall continue. Yes, I know y'all looking like, yo, where are you at? What is going on? Well, I'm in the cabin, and one of my sponsors, right? Is the owner of Ride the Slopes, has a cabin out here in Cali, and you know, he was like, yo, y'all might as well go to the cabin. You know what I mean? So banging. So shout out Big Slopes. Shout out Ride the Slopes. You know, that's the homie right there. Facto, man. And today we're gonna talk about narrative. Y'all know the Biggz Show is on the Narrative Network now. I know listeners is like, y'all don't know what? Yeah, we was on Florida Man Radio. Push Talk Live was on Florida Man Radio, and then the Biggz Show came in for the rest of the season on Florida Man Radio, and then we went to the Narrative Network. Now, let me explain something to you. I'm gonna show you something about business real quick before we go into the episode, right? In business, as you know, we had a show on Florida Man Radio, 105.5 FM, 660 AM, located, broadcast through Central Florida, right? And the show's Push Talk Live. Push Talk Live was Silk and Biggz. Silk, that's the big bro, right? And y'all know who Silk is. Me and Silk said, and we was like, yo, man, by doing the episode, we knew that that the show is bigger than the radio. What I mean by bigger than the radio is that, like, it's only an hour on the radio. Of course, we could have had a 2-hour show and 3-hour show. Shit, we could have had a 4-hour show. But what I mean by it's bigger than the radio is, like, to be only on the radio is to segregate. You segregating yourself, because the world is bigger than that. The media world is bigger than that. And what I mean by that is when you have your own, and you own your own podcast, and things of that nature, you can release any material you want. I'm not saying you couldn't release any material you want on the radio. I'm just saying there's rules and ways to doing things. So as in now that we was 100% ownership then, but now that we're going straight podcasts and streaming everywhere, that we're gonna, we could curse in the episode, a little foul play, things of that nature. You know, Biggz likes to roll up and smoke. You know, you might catch a couple of episodes of that. But what I mean by it's a more broadened spectrum of the things that you can do. As far as, like, I'm all the way in California. Yeah, I remember the show was only on Saturdays. 10 to 11. So we would have to wait till a Saturday to get y'all show, right? But I'm everywhere. Y'all know I'm Mr. Outside, man. It's Biggz, baby. You know, I'm always everywhere. So now that we have our own podcast, we was the own podcast before, but we really just posted the prior shows that we did on the radio. So anyone who missed the radio show and things of that nature could just go to the podcast and catch it, and things. And people that wasn't in Florida or things of that nature could still hear the show. So we put the shows on the podcast. But so now it's not on the radio no more. Now we're strictly podcasts, and I'm able to go to places like this and really give y'all different narratives on things that's going on. All right, we're going to step to the side on that. Y'all got to excuse the phones. Y'all know it's a situation. We out here, people calling. Please put the phone on mute. All right. Now, today is the 16th. Today is the 16th, man. 5 days ago was 9/11. I'm from New York. Y'all already know it got real on 9/11. The terrorists came in and ran planes into the Twin Towers, also hit the Pentagon. There was also a plane going towards the White House that was shot out the air. Most times they don't talk about that one, but I remember that day. I was actually, sorry to say, I was suspended from school that day, and my mother came running in my room like, "Ron, get up, boy. A plane just hit the Twin Towers." I'm like, "A plane hit the Twin Towers?" I'm trying to sleep, ma. Let me rock, man. But whatever, man. So she turned on the TV in my room. I had the big TV in my room. Love you, mommy. But whatever. Turned on the TV in my room, and when we turn on the TV, we see the second plane coming around, right, and goes into the Twin Towers and crashes the Twin Towers. Oh my God! It was ridiculous, man. As a matter of fact, let's take 6 moments of silence for everyone who lost their life to the on the day of 9/11 and after 9/11, things of that nature. Yes. Now, here on the narrative, I want to show y'all how things are promoted in society and never changes. All right, like the mask thing, but we're gonna get to the mask thing and the things that Corona is promoted into society nowadays that will never change. I just want I want y'all to understand that anything that's promoted in society, it may be diluted after a while, but it will still be there. It will still be pertinent in society. What I mean by that, 9/11. 9/11 made you scared of Muslims. All right, that's what it did. We're gonna call a spade a spade. It made you scared of Muslims. Me myself, I went to Muslim schools when I was younger. I took my shahada when I was younger. All right, and I'm Muslim, and me myself, it made me, I don't want to say afraid, but more wary around Muslims that came from that area over there. Whatever the location was over there, I can't remember. You feel me? But like the Muslims over there with turbans and things of that nature. It gave a feeling in your heart and in your mind when you seen those, especially if you was on an airplane. Oh man, to this day, if you on an airplane, you still feel that. Now that's what I mean by the things that's promoted in society that never changes. All right. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna skip up a couple years. We're gonna go 2020 right now, and I want to show you how these masses and the things that we do and the things that's right now promoted as the hand sanitizers and different things of that nature that's promoted now in society will never change. Like what I mean by never change, it will be diluted. Maybe it'll go down. Maybe the stores won't tell you to squirt your hand on hand sanitizers or tell you have to wear masks after the years go by and all the time goes by and we find different things for Corona or whatever. But it will always be installed in our minds to be wearing masks outside and hand sanitizers and things of that nature. So what I mean by that is we have to be careful of the things that we promote into society. Now when I say we, obviously Big Baby don't have that much power to promote certain things in society. Of course I could promote things that I want to promote, but necessarily hit society as a world spread or the country spread, I don't have the power for that. And the people that's in power does. So we have to be mindful of the things that we doing. All right, just be mindful of it. Just understand that we're gonna go to the hand sanitizers. Understand hand sanitizers kills all germs, 99 point whatever it says, You need germs. I'm going to say it again. Hand sanitizers, some of them kill 99, majority of them, kill 99% of germs. You need germs. Germs are not bad. There are bad germs and there are good germs. Germs fight germs. So if you kill all germs, just understand you have nothing to fight the germ that you may go in front of. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of the things that you're doing out there right now. Be safe. I'm not saying don't wash your hands and things of that nature. I'm just saying be safe and be mindful. Be mindful of what's going on and how you swagging it. Now, from then we're gonna go for the word of the day. The word of the day is cultivate. Cultivate, to prepare or use land for crops or gardening, or to acquire or develop a quality or a skill. To cultivate is to help nature grow. All right. Now, why did I pick cultivate for the word for today, right? I know I always pick a word for the day just so we could like zoom into something, right? So I choose cultivate. Now, cultivate, I'm not necessarily choosing cultivate for us to go on to cropping and gardening. I'm also using cultivate as far as acquiring or developing a quality or a skill, or cultivating your mind. You feel what I'm saying? Now, cultivation, what I mean by cultivation, right? You have to prepare yourself for things. All things. You know how you prepare yourself for bed, or you prepare yourself to walk outside the house? You got to prepare yourself for business. You got to prepare yourself. You got to prepare yourself for your children. You just have to prepare everything. 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And if you properly prepare yourself, you won't perform poor. What I mean by that? In business, we're going to shoot over to business. All right? Cultivating in business as far as buying the things that you need for your business, and not necessarily buying too much of it, right? All right. Now, what I mean by people is like, yo, what does that have to do with cultivation? Because if you acquired a skill to know that you don't have to buy a whole bunch of t-shirts to sell t-shirts, all right? You buy a dozen, half a dozen, and you get rid of that 6. And from the money and the profit on that 6, you go get more. So now, as in you cultivating your mind to know that you don't have to throw everything in a pot to cook some rice for the family. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as far as cultivating in society, in the neighborhoods, in the urban neighborhoods or any neighborhoods, whether you're renting or owning, you start doing things in that society to help you. What I mean by that, you open a business. You open a business, a pharmacy. People in the environment, they open a pharmacy. They open a grocery store. In this bit now, I'm talking about an environment that just has started. There's nothing in this environment except for homes and things of that nature. So you open a business, pharmacy. You open a grocery store, a nail salon. Beautiful women like to stay beautiful, and don't get it twisted. I get these things done too, but that's besides the point. So you open these small businesses in the environment, and the environment starts to grow. You start to cultivate your environment, right? And from there, big business comes in. You're like, hold on. Big business, like, hold on. They got a mom and pop supermarket. It's hitting over there. I think that area need a Walmart. That's what I think. I think if we get a Walmart real quick and get into that area, we would give jobs for the community and have a more spread of a variety of things for the area instead of that little small mom and pop store. So us in the community, they building a Walmart, it's lit. Jobs. Let's get $8.25 an hour. It's lit. Let's do that. You feel me? Let's do that. And from there, excuse me, phone ringing. Keep telling y'all, man, it's a lituation out here. And from there, big business comes in. Big business comes in, and they put a Walmart there, right? Put a CVS there. Things of that nature, right? And now it's like, the community is moving up. Now other people is coming in besides the Walmarts and the what's the name? And CVS's and things of that nature. Buyers start coming in. They start buying up the community, buying the homes and things of that nature. And you're like, what's going on? My rent's raising. My rent raising and things of that nature. Because, the people cultivated the land. And, cultivation is going to happen no matter where you go. You're going to cultivate it. It's you, it's people, it's us. You got to make things so you'll be more easier in life, right? So government knows this, big business knows this. So while you cultivating your community to make sure you have things and big business comes in and start doing, and then your rent raises, you don't know what's going on. But what's really going on is the gentrification of the environment. Yeah, I bought it there. See, cultivation is one of the many steps in the process of gentrifying a community. Gentrification. Gentrification, the process of re-innovating or improving a house or a district so it conforms to middle class taste. The making of a personal activity more refined or polite. This is what gentrification means, all right? Gentrification is also defined as the transformation of neighborhoods from low value to high value. All right? Gentrification is rich folk moving into less wealthy neighborhoods, renovating the homes, attracting new business, and taking out the middle class. You feel me? This is what gentrification means. All right? So when on the bottom level, I hate to say it, but us on the bottom level, when your rent raises and you don't see, like, my father, right? My father moved to Florida or whatever, and he his rent was I can't remember, I think $1,200 2014, excuse me. 2015, 13. 2016, 14. 2017, $1,500 a month. So each year, slowly but surely, they went up on him $100 on his rent, right? So Bizo, you know what I mean? So on the what's the name, is like, dang, the owners of the house, they just raising the rent, But then the owners of the home, like, things are going up. It's not my fault. So on the level of the renter was like, man, they going up on rent. I'm out of here, man. Let me go find somewhere else that, meets the means that I can do with the jobs that I have. So they move out the community. They bounce. Now the owner of the house knows, all right, we got him out of there. Now let's raise the rent $2,000. All right? So now $2,000 are the people that was in the same classification as my father. Can't get that, can't do that. So as in, it's like, the gentrification process starts. All right, the gentrification process starts. And he moves out. He goes somewhere else, a different community. And the rent raises in that community. And they move people in that can pay those bills in that community. the mother and pop stores that was in that community, they gotta go, cause the mom and pop stores now. This is the L thing, right? This is the L thing. The mom and pop stores back in the day used to be, small businesses and things of that nature. But now the mom and pop stores is them little Family Dollars and them Dollar Generals and stuff like that, right? But big business is Walmart. So Walmart comes in and now not kicking out the moms and pops, they kicking out the other big business back in the day. You remember a couple years ago, big business was Family Dollar. Don't get it twisted. Family Dollar, them is making some money. Don't get it twisted. But as in, there's bigger business than them nowadays. So Walmart, Best Buy, things of that, and Amazon is coming in, and Family Dollar, Dollar General, those type of businesses, they going out. All right? The rent goes all the way up in the community. The lower class, middle class, stay out of here. Now we can rent the community for more. Gentrification. We gonna break it down, like to my listeners. Matter of fact, to the world. I know y'all remember Little Haiti, right? First 48, every other episode. He's murdering this, murdering that. Little Haiti, Dade County. Y'all remember the times, right? Y'all remember these things, right? Now, mind you, I went to school in Little Haiti. I went to Edison Middle School in Little Haiti. My father lived in Little Haiti, right? So my mother, one year for 7th grade, after 6th grade, my mother sent me to Miami for the 6th grade summer, and I stayed there for 7th grade year. So as in, I got brothers and sisters that live out there in Little Haiti. Well, they don't live in Little Haiti no more, but lived out there in Little Haiti. Little Haiti was, was the hood. Loved the hood. Don't get it twisted. I loved it. Shoot, I still love it. Shout out, man. In fact, shout out my hood, man. Shout out 11550. Shout out 11553. Shout out Hempstead, Uniondale, all that, from the hills to Dark Side and all the way back to J. Root and Nassau Road. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the vibes. Shout out the Velt, man. Shout out the hood.
I was fucked up. My account was on 0. Crying my eyes out cause I ain't even want to be bro. Till I start wiping my tears with them C-notes. I got the wash on my head with them C-notes. I'ma start taking them back with these C-notes. I'ma start wiping my ass with these C-notes. I'ma start using this money like D.O. I should start rubbing it in like a Vino. I be the dirty urine at the P.O. I hid the weed in my cheek from the C.O.
Bang, y'all know when y'all hear that sound, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the money section. Yes, welcome back. Today, on the money section, we're going to focus on your FICO score. No, everybody hears FICO score, but they don't know what is your FICO score, what it consists of. First and foremost, your FICO score stands for the Fair Isaac Corporation Operation. Whoa, I think I got that wrong. You gotta shoot at the shooters, you know what I mean? You gotta shoot at the writers, it ain't my fault, and I'm the writer. My wife definitely helps me, but we ain't gonna shoot at her on the live, you heard? Word. All right, but it's 5 areas that determines your credit worthiness. Yes, 5 areas that determines your credit worthiness. Now, lenders use your FICO score along with other details to and other borrowers to get information on your credit report to assess your risk to see if they, want to deal with you or not. So what are the 5 areas? The 5 areas is your payment history. Your payment history is like 35% of the 100. The amount owed would be 30, the length of your credit history 15, and new credit accounts 10%. We're gonna go to payment history. Now, what does payment history mean? Payment history is more so on the fact of how many times you was late, how many times you wasn't late, things of that nature. You feel me? So most people auto pay their credit cards. Now, if you auto pay your credit cards, you will never be late. You will never be late. You feel me? So most people auto pay their credit cards, so their payment history is at 100%. So just take that little note down and throw your thing on auto pay so you can never be late. Amount owed. Now, amount owed is 30%. Now, what they mean by amount owed? If you got a credit card, you only got 2-3 credit cards, and the amount owed, you going over 50%, over 35% of your credit score. Over your credit limit, it brings your score down. Why does it bring your score down? It brings your score down because creditors feel that you're using too much of your credit, so you're in need of it. See, they give you money when you're not in need of it. We all know this. Being from the environments, from the bottom, we all know if you got money, you gonna get it. If you don't got it, it's harder for you to accomplish these acts, right? So as in the amount owed, if you have low amount owed, they'll mess with you, and that's 30% of it. Now let me give you a little cheat code to that. If you max out all your credit cards, right, you owe a whole bunch of money. You feel what I'm saying? And your amount owed is going to go all the way up, 100%. You owe all this bread, right? So your credit score is going to shoot down. But here go the cheat score, right? Not telling you don't pay your credit. But what I am telling you is that if you acquire more credit, it would bring down the amount owed, right? Not necessarily paying the bills owed. I'm not saying don't pay your bills. I'm saying if I owe $100, all right? I owe $100, but then I get another $100. I still owe that $100, but now I got $200 now from the firm. So I don't owe 100%. I owe 50% because I got $200 from them. Not just that $100 no more. So what I mean by that is you gotta apply the cheat code. So if you owe all these credit cards and your amount owed is a lot, you can apply for more credit. And you apply for more credit, that'll bring your amount owed down. That's just a little cheat code, all right? Now the length of your credit history. If you got a credit card, the length of your credit history is 15%. Is how long you had credit. Now there's a cheat code for that too. You can be authorized users on friends and family or associates' credit cards, and it will make your credit history longer. What I mean by that is if my wife had a credit card before me and she puts me as an authorized user, when they run my credit to determine my credit worthiness, it's called the mirror effect. It's going to show that I had a credit card, which was my wife's credit card. I'm an authorized user on my wife's credit card. My credit limit is going to be, my credit history, the length of my credit history will say as long as she had that credit card, plus mines and things of that nature. So that's a little cheat code for that. Now that's 15%. Now the last one is new credit accounts, 10%. Now, you see it's 10%. It's the lowest on the totem pole. So new accounts bring down your score, but it doesn't bring down your score too bad. So you can apply for accounts. And don't just focus on credit cards. There's more to life than just credit accounts. And when I mean more to life, I mean more than credit, more to your credit than just credit cards. You have loans, car loans, mortgages, all of these type of other things that they have for credit. You feel me? So when you fixing your credit and try to build things to get a home, to get a loan for a business or whatever, you have to keep these things in mind. It's more to effect than just credit cards. You paying your light bill for as many years you've been paying your light bill and your lights haven't been cut off. That can establish credit if you apply that. You feel what I'm saying? What I mean by apply that, you can go to Credit Wise or Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, any one of those three things, and you can put in the bill. You can put in the company that you've been dealing with for so long, paying your water bill or your light bill, and that will give you points on your credit worthiness. All right. Don't forget the Biggz Show put you on. Biggz put you on. Bang that. So achieving a high FICO score requires a mix of credit accounts. All right. Maintaining an excellent payment history. We're gonna go back. Maintaining an excellent payment history. That comes in from when I told y'all to simple auto pay. Auto pay your credit cards. You feel me? If you auto pay, you won't come up late. Auto pay them things, all right? Word. But yeah, it makes an excellent payment history. Borrowers should also understand that refraining from keeping their credit card balances well below their limits. They like, yo, well below their limits. What do you mean by that? I'm gonna have a credit card if I can't spend the money. If you got a $20,000 credit card, you should only be spending $3,000 on that credit card. Okay? Shoot, and I think that's like maxing it, but whatever. You got a $20,000 credit card, you're only supposed to be spending like $3,000 on that credit card. And then you like, yo, bro, I got 20, I might as well spend it. Let me hit that. Nah, listen to me. If you do that, right, your credit score will get stronger and stronger. It's like lifting weights or eating healthy. All right, it will get stronger and stronger, and by that, check the mail, baby. Creditors is gonna be sending you things, sending you like, yo, you approved for this, you're approved for that. All right, and that right there, now you get more credit cards, you can use more money. All right, but you should never max out on your credit score. On your credit limit. Maxing out on your credit limit is a nay. No. All right? So just when you're using your credit cards and you're using your loans and things of that nature, be wary of the things you're doing, man. Just be wary of it. Word. Now, everybody nowadays is focused on these credit scores and FICO scores and things of that nature. And people like, yo, my credit score 800. Or hey, Phil, my credit score 600. Once again, yo, pardon me. Once again, I told y'all location, been inhaling a lot of smoke from the fires, you know. So my voice is kind of messed up, excuse me. Water break. But yeah, everybody's saying like, yo, my credit score is this, credit score is that. What am I gonna do with it? Why I care about credit? What am I gonna do with credit? What is it so powerful and so whoa about credit? What is it? All right, this is what it is, right? If you got a job, well, everybody got jobs, right? Everybody needs a way to get bread. The money that you get from your job, you can be putting that in accounts and paying the auto pay on your credit cards and using your credit cards to pay majority of your bills, right? Paying all your bills. Now, that in turn will give you a way to save more. You'll be able to save more. You'll be able to be more lucrative with your money instead of just working to pay your bills. As soon as you make the money, you got to eat it. Kids got to eat. Lights got to get on. Water got to get paid. You feel me? But using your credit card for these things and paying your minimum amount and keeping your credit limit low is give you extra funds to play with. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what's so strong about credit. Credit makes it that you don't have to necessarily use the money that you worked for so hard. All right? That's what's so strong and so ill about it. I can go out here, I make all of this money or I don't make all of this money, and I use my credit card and I pay my minimums and I keep my limits low, but I have money in the back. You feel me? So don't just go at it. Don't just go at it like, yo, why is credit so what's in it? You gotta understand, like, credit, it really helps out. It really helps out. And it's a situation. You feel me? So as in, the reason why I even had to break all of that down, right? Because it's this thing, right? It's called post-traumatic slavery trauma. I know y'all like, what? What he just say? Post-traumatic slavery trauma. Now, of course, I'm 35 years old, right? So obviously I was never a slave in a sense of the definition of slave, right? post-traumatic slavery trauma is the trauma that been sent down through the lineage and through our generations. All right? And that's what post-traumatic slavery trauma is. Like a white Jesus. Like, you know, when you, dang, I hate to say it like this, but like, knowing if you do something in the hood, right, in an urban environment versus to doing something in a white community, the different type of problems it is. All right, so you know or you feel that if you go over there and do that, it's gonna be trip. So might as well keep that shit over here, right? Or the fact that the way we treat our kids, the things we do. These are all, yo, everything in business. Don't want to go nowhere. Don't think I could do this or I can't do this. You feel what I'm saying? All of these words and all of these things. These are things that was installed on us through years and generations throughout our lives. Not just your life, your mother, your father, your grandmother, her mother. The things that have been installed in her. Don't think the things your grandmother went through doesn't fall upon you. Don't think that. Please don't think that. Don't think the things that you went through doesn't fall upon your children. Like you know. All right, let me break it down a little better than that. All right, cause it's like I've been through so much great, so much good, so much mediocre, a lot of bad. Been through so much in my life, right? So much in my life. So the things that I install on my child, it has to come from the things that I've been through. Of course, I could pick out and choose what I want to give her and not give her. You know, of course I could do that. But it comes from the things that I went through in life, that I'm going through in life. It's the only way. So let's rewind it. My grandmother, the things that her mother installed on her. My grandmother, and the things that was installed on her from her mother. Obviously, she had to install that on her children. The way y'all clean y'all rooms, the way y'all cook, the way y'all talk, the way y'all act. You. Okay? The things that make up you was installed on your environment, people that raised you, the things that you went through. All right? So when they say post-traumatic slavery trauma, you don't necessarily have to went through that type of slavery to have this trauma. It was installed on us for eons and eons, and it's still going. It's still going. You feel me? It's not going to stop. Even if right now, like, you know, reparations right now, and they give us land, they give the people with melanin in their skin, they give us land, they give us money or whatever they do, and they get us out of that. And we're able to get out of, you know, lower class, middle class, and we're able to establish things for ourselves and our lineage, right? We will still have these traumas because of the things that we went through our lives and the lives of the people that grew us. So you got to understand that when they talk about slavery and things of that, don't think you haven't been through it. Don't think you don't go through it. I've been to prison. Prison is a whole different type of slavery. Okay? All right? As a matter of fact, it says it in the Constitution. It says it in the Constitution that, you know, slavery is abolished unless you go to jail. Then you can still be a slave. It's crazy, right? Yo, man, It's crazy. So we just gotta focus. Just focus on us. All right? There's a lot going on outside. A lot going on outside. I know I'm all the way in the mountains and shit, and people like, yo, Biggz, man, y'all know I'm Mr. Outside. Y'all know what's up. I could be in Beverly Hills right now with billions of people chilling and living life. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go back to the hood. Cause that's what's in me. And it needs promoted right. It needs to be promoted right. Because now they promote the hood and they massively make profit on us and not shut it back to us. You feel what I'm saying? So we have to be wary on the things we do. You know, all black looks good on everything, especially people. Well, man, we're gonna have to spin off. We're gonna give a shout out to California. Shout out to the whole LA. You know, special thanks to On the Slopes. You feel me? And it's out here. Keep it up. Always. This is the Biggz Show.